Okay, ready to dive into the world of rolling stock engineering, designing the trains of the future.
Sounds exciting.
We've got this whole stack of resources from RoleCatcher,
Oh, nice.
career guides, sample interview questions,
Really helpful stuff.
the whole shebang. And the thing is, the rail industry,
Yeah,
it's booming right now.
it is.
We're not just talking like old school locomotives. We're,
Right.
we're talking high speed,
Mm-hmm.
eco-friendly,
Yeah.
digitally advanced systems.
It's a whole new world.
Yeah, it's a chance to make a real impact on how people travel.
Absolutely. And you know what's really interesting? You're not just applying for a job here.
Right.
You're stepping onto a path in a field that's constantly evolving. RoleCatcher, their insights, they highlight this perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
They show that rolling stock engineers, they're really at the forefront of innovation in transportation now.
Exactly. But gonna nail those interviews first.
Yeah, that's the tick.
That's where these RoleCatcher resources come in.
For sure.
We're gonna break down some common questions, give you strategies that actually work,
Love it.
and we'll sprinkle in some insights from that RoleCatcher career guide
Okay.
about what it really takes to thrive as a rolling stock engineer.
Perfect.
Deal.
The first question in the guide, it's a classic.
Yeah.
What sparked your interest in becoming a rolling stock engineer? Seems simple,
Yeah.
but it's a chance to stand out.
Okay. It's like they're saying, convince us you're not just here for the paycheck.
Exactly.
So what are some things people should avoid saying here?
You really want to go beyond those generic answers about salary or job security.
Right.
Hiring managers, they're looking for passion.
Mm-hmm.
So think back to what really got you interested in trains and engineering.
Yeah.
Was it like a childhood fascination with locomotives?
Oh, I see.
Passion for sustainable tech? Maybe you were blown away by a high-speed train journey.
Oh, that's a great point. It reminds me of the time I took a high-speed train for the first time.
Yeah.
It was incredible how smoothly and quickly we were traveling.
It is amazing.
It made me realize the incredible engineering behind these systems.
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing is that sharing a personal story
Yes.
that shows genuine interest can really make an impact.
Absolutely. And let's say they follow up with, what have you done to learn more about this field?
Okay.
That's where you talk about relevant experiences, internships, projects,
Yeah.
even just reading up on railway history.
Okay. So it's not enough to just say you're interested.
Right.
You have to show that you've actually taken steps to learn and explore.
Exactly.
And RoleCatcher can help showcase these experiences
Yeah,
by tailoring your answers to the specific role you're applying for.
absolutely.
It analyzes the job description, suggests relevant skills, and keywords to highlight.
That's so helpful.
Yeah.
Now, the guide, it stresses problem solving as a crucial skill.
Okay.
So another question might be, describe a complex problem you encountered while working on a project and how you solved it.
Ah, the classic, tell me about a time you faced a challenge question.
Right.
But with a rolling stock twist. So how do you make your answers stand out?
Choose an example that shows your thought process, not just what you did,
Right?
but how you figured it out.
Okay, yeah.
Let's say you were troubleshooting a faulty braking system.
Okay.
Walk them through the steps. Did you consult manuals? Collaborate with colleagues? Run simulations?
Don't just say, I fixed it.
Right.
Explain why your solution was the best, considering factors like safety regulations or cost effectiveness.
Exactly.
And RoleCatcher's AI feedback can help here.
Right.
Absolutely.
It can suggest ways to improve your phrasing so you sound confident and articulate.
Like having an expert editor for your interview responses.
Oh, that's nice.
And don't forget to mention what you learned from that experience.
Right.
It shows you're all about continuous improvement.
Speaking of continuous improvement, this field's constantly evolving. So another question might be, how do you stay up to date with the latest technologies and trends in rolling stock engineering? I'm guessing I read stuff won't cut it. Definitely not. It's about showing genuine interest in the evolution of the field.
Yeah.
Are you excited about 3D printing and manufacturing?
Uh-huh.
The rise of AI in train control systems? Mention specific technologies and what excites you about them.
I think it's really important to not just list sources,
Yeah,
but to talk about what you've actually learned and how it shaped your thinking.
absolutely.
And RoleCatcher can help you identify the key technologies mentioned in the job description so you can tailor your answer accordingly.
It's all about demonstrating that you're actively engaged with the industry.
And aligning your knowledge with the specific needs of the employer.
Exactly.
This next question might seem a little unexpected,
Okay.
but it's crucial.
Okay.
The career guide really emphasizes safety and reliability.
Mm-hmm.
So they might ask, Tell me about a time you prioritized safety, even if it wasn't directly related to your main task.
This is where your values align with the demands of the job.
Okay.
Maybe you implemented a new safety protocol or spoke up when you saw a potential hazard. Even if it's from a different engineering context, it shows you're safety conscious.
So it demonstrates that you understand the importance of safety in a field where people's lives are literally on the line.
Absolutely.
Now, let's move on to a question about juggling those tight deadlines and multiple projects that are so common in this field.
Okay.
How do you manage competing priorities and deadlines in rolling stock engineering?
Start by acknowledging the reality of the situation. Rolling stock engineers often work on complex projects with tight timelines.
Right.
Then, outline your personal strategies for staying organized.
Okay.
Do you use project management software? Prioritize tasks based on urgency and impact.
Maybe you're a to-do list fanatic or color-coded calendar wizard.
Right. Whatever your system is,
Yeah.
explain it clearly.
Okay.
But don't just talk about theories. Back it up with a real-life example.
Okay.
Think of a time you were really under the gun. How did you handle it? Did you delegate effectively? Communicate proactively with your team? Employers love to hear about specific situations where you've proven your ability to handle pressure.
And this is where RoleCatcher's AI can be super helpful.
Oh, for sure.
It can analyze your answers and suggest ways to make them more impactful
Yeah.
by highlighting the skills that are most relevant to the job you're applying for.
Right, like having a personal coach helping you craft the perfect response.
That's fantastic.
Now, let's say you're asked, have you ever mentored someone, formally or informally?
Okay.
This question, it might seem unrelated, but it ties into those leadership qualities that are so important in rolling stock engineering.
It's about showing that you're not just focused on your own success, but also on helping others grow and develop.
Exactly.
So how do you approach this question?
Be honest.
Okay.
If you formally mentored someone, talk about what you did and what you learned from the experience. If not, think about times you've helped colleagues or even friends with a skill or project.
Right.
Doesn't have to be a formal mentorship program.
It's about showcasing those moments where you've shared your knowledge
Right.
and helped someone else succeed.
Exactly.
And don't forget to mention how RoleCatcher's AI can help you tailor your answers to highlight your leadership potential by analyzing the specific requirements of the job description.
It's like having a secret weapon
Okay.
that helps you present your best self in every interview.
So far, we've covered some really crucial questions that give you a great foundation for that interview, but we're just getting started. Let's take a quick breather, and then we'll jump into even more questions and insights that'll help you really shine.
Sounds good. All right, let's keep this train moving
Okay.
with a question that digs into your core values.
Okay.
What are the most important qualities for a rolling stock engineer to possess?
Okay, so this is where we go beyond just the technical stuff.
Right.
It's about showing that you understand what it takes to excel in this field.
Exactly. Think about those qualities that drive success
Okay.
in this field. Strong work ethic, commitment to safety, meticulous attention to detail. These are essential in an industry where precision and reliability, those are paramount.
It's like the saying, the devil's in the details.
Yeah.
But in this case, it's safety and efficiency of the entire rail system that hinges on those details.
Precisely. And remember, this industry constantly evolving.
Right.
So adaptability is key.
Okay.
Maybe you encountered a design challenge that required you to learn a new software program quickly.
Okay.
Highlight those moments where you had to adapt and grow.
So it's not enough to just be competent. You have to be able to learn and evolve as the technology advances.
For sure.
And speaking of safety, the career guide, it really emphasizes its importance.
Yeah.
How might that translate into an interview question?
They might ask, how do you ensure safety and reliability in rolling stock engineering?
Okay.
This is your chance to demonstrate that you're not just a design whiz, you're also a safety advocate.
It's about showing that you're not just building trains that look good.
Right?
You're building trains that are safe and reliable for passengers
Absolutely.
and for the entire rail network.
Right. Think about concrete steps you take to prioritize safety.
Okay.
Do you meticulously follow industry standards and regulations? Conduct thorough inspections and tests? Maybe you have a knack for spotting potential hazards before they become problems.
Right. It's about having that proactive mindset and always being on the lookout for ways to improve safety. It's
Exactly.
like having a sixth sense for potential risks.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of proactive thinking, RoleCatcher highlights the value of certifications in this field.
Uh-huh.
So they might ask, What certifications are you pursuing or considering?
Yes, certifications like professional engineer,
What?
PE,
Right.
or certified maintenance and reliability professional, CMRP,
Okay.
can really bolster your credibility.
Yeah, it shows you're serious about professional development.
It's like leveling up your skills and knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Demonstrates a commitment to staying ahead of the curve.
And it shows potential employers that you're invested in your career
Mm-hmm.
and dedicated to continuous learning.
Absolutely.
Now, let's switch gears and talk about mentoring.
Okay.
They might ask, how would you approach mentoring a junior engineer in role and stock engineering?
This question's all about showing that you can not only do the job,
Yeah,
but also guide and inspire others.
right.
So think about your personal approach to mentoring.
Okay.
Do you believe in hands-on guidance,
Right.
regular feedback, creating opportunities for growth?
It's about fostering a culture of learning and collaboration within the team.
Mm-hmm.
It's about recognizing that everyone has something valuable to contribute.
Exactly. And remember, even if you haven't had formal mentoring experience,
Right.
think about times you've helped colleagues or even friends learn a new skill
Uh-huh.
or navigate a challenging project.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be a formal mentorship program.
Right. It's about showcasing those moments where you've shared your expertise
Right.
and helped someone else succeed.
Absolutely.
And don't forget to highlight how RoleCatcher can help you tailor your answers to showcase your leadership potential
Yeah.
by analyzing the specific requirements of the job description.
Right. Like having a secret weapon
Oh.
that helps you present your best self in every interview.
Now let's shift tracks and talk about project management.
Okay.
They might ask, how do you ensure role and stock engineering projects are completed on time and within budget?
This is where you shine a light on your organizational skills
Mhm.
and your ability to handle complex projects.
Okay.
Think about the systems you use to manage your work.
Yeah.
Do you break down large tasks into smaller steps?
Okay.
Use software to track deadlines.
Maybe you're a Gantt chart guru or a Kanban board enthusiast.
Right. Whatever your methods are,
Uh-huh.
be ready to explain them clearly and concisely.
Okay.
And don't forget the power of real-life examples.
Right.
Describe a project you successfully managed,
Mm-hmm.
highlighting the challenges you overcame,
Okay.
and the strategies you employed to keep things on track.
Did you have to negotiate with stakeholders,
Mm-hmm.
make tough decisions about resource allocation? These are the kind of details that really bring your experience to life
Yeah.
and show potential employers that you can handle the pressure of a fast-paced environment.
Absolutely. It's about demonstrating that you can deliver results.
Now, let's take a moment to highlight something really cool that RoleCatcher does.
Okay.
It analyzes job descriptions to help you tailor your CV and cover letter.
Oh, that's great.
This is incredibly valuable, especially in a field as specialized as rolling stock engineering.
For sure.
It's like having an insider's guide to the hiring process.
Absolutely.
It identifies keywords and skills that are most relevant to the specific role you're applying for,
Uh-huh.
so you can make sure your application stands out from the crowd.
That's so important.
So you're not just randomly throwing in industry jargon.
Right.
You're strategically highlighting the experiences and skills that are most likely to resonate with the hiring manager.
Exactly. Like having a personal branding expert
Oh, wow.
helping you craft the perfect pitch for each job you apply for.
Now, let's dig back into those interview questions
Okay.
with one that often catches people off guard.
Okay.
What sparked your interest in becoming a rolling stock engineer?
It seems simple,
Right.
but it's actually a great opportunity to
Mhm.
showcase your passion and set yourself apart from other candidates.
It's like they're saying, show us why you're not just here for a paycheck,
Yeah,
but because you really love trains and engineering.
exactly.
Think back to what initially drew you to this field.
Mm-hmm.
Was it a childhood fascination with trains? A love of engineering and problem solving? A desire to contribute to the development of sustainable transportation solutions?
It could be a specific moment,
Right.
like seeing a high-speed train for the first time,
Yeah.
or reading about a groundbreaking innovation in rail technology.
Whatever it is, share that story.
Yeah, let your enthusiasm shine through.
Talk about any experiences you've had
Yeah.
that have fueled your passion,
Yeah.
whether it's internships,
Mm.
personal projects,
Yeah.
or even just devouring books about railway history.
Show them that you're not just here for a job.
Right.
You're here for a career that you're truly passionate about.
I love that.
It's about showing that you're not just filling a role. You're fulfilling a dream.
And RoleCatcher can help you articulate that passion in a way that resonates with potential employers.
Absolutely. It's about showcasing your authentic self
Mm-hmm.
and letting your enthusiasm shine through.
Now let's get into another question that's all about problem solving,
Okay.
which we've established as a core skill in this field. Describe a complex problem you encountered while working on a roll and stock project and how you solved it.
This is where you get to showcase your analytical thinking
Okay.
and your ability to come up with innovative solutions.
Okay.
Choose a specific example that demonstrates your problem-solving process.
And remember, it doesn't have to be a massive engineering feat.
Right.
Even something like troubleshooting a faulty braking system can be a great example if you highlight the steps you took
Right.
and the thought process behind your decisions.
Exactly. Start by setting the scene.
Okay.
What was the specific problem? What were the potential consequences if it wasn't resolved?
Okay.
Then walk them through your approach. Did you consult manuals? Collaborate with colleagues? Run simulations? Show them you're methodical and thorough.
And don't forget to mention what you learned from the experience.
Exactly.
Shows that you're all about continuous improvement.
Speaking of continuous improvement,
Yes.
let's talk about a question that often trips people up.
Okay.
How do you stay up to date with the latest technologies and trends in rolling stock engineering?
This one's all about demonstrating that you're a lifelong learner who's passionate about staying ahead of the curve.
Absolutely.
It's a fast-paced field, so showing that you're committed to keeping your knowledge and skills current is essential. It's not enough to just say, I read stuff.
Right.
You need to be specific and demonstrate that you're actively seeking out new information
Yeah.
and incorporating it into your work.
Exactly. Think about specific technologies or trends that excite you right now.
Okay.
Is it the rise of 3D printing in manufacturing?
Okay.
The integration of AI in train control systems? Maybe it's the development of new lightweight materials for high-speed rail?
Whatever it is,
Share that enthusiasm.
talk about conferences you've attended, publications you subscribe to, even online forums or communities you participate in.
Like that.
This shows that you're plugged into the professional network,
Yeah.
actively seeking out new knowledge.
It also demonstrates initiative, which hiring managers love to see.
Absolutely.
Now let's tackle a question that focuses on your ability to handle the dynamic nature of this field.
Okay.
How do you manage competing priorities and deadlines in rolling stock engineering?
This is where your organizational skills and your ability to juggle multiple tasks come into play. It's a fast-paced field with lots of moving parts.
Right.
So being able to stay on top of things is essential.
Think about your personal strategies for managing competing priorities.
Okay.
Do you use project management software? Break down tasks into smaller, more manageable chunks?
Maybe you're a master of to-do lists.
Yeah.
Or you swear by a color-coded calendar.
Whatever your system is,
Yeah.
explain it clearly and show them that you have a plan for staying organized.
Okay.
And of course, back it up with a real-life example.
Right.
Think of a time when you were under pressure to meet multiple deadlines.
Yeah.
How did you handle it? Did you delegate tasks effectively, communicate proactively with your team, show them that you can stay calm under pressure,
Right.
and keep things moving forward?
It's all about showcasing your ability to not just handle the technical aspects of the job, but also navigate the complexities of a fast-paced work environment.
Absolutely.
And that brings us to another important aspect highlighted in the RoleCatcher Guide, career progression.
Yes. The guide, it outlines different career stages for rolling stock engineers,
Okay.
from entry level to senior positions.
Okay.
And it provides valuable insights into the skills and responsibilities that
Yeah.
are typically associated with each stage.
It's like a roadmap for your career.
Exactly.
It can help you understand where you are now, where you want to go,
Yeah.
and the steps you need to take to get there.
For example, an entry-level engineer, they might focus on assisting with design and manufacturing processes,
Okay.
while a senior engineer might lead major projects and mentor junior team members.
As you gain experience, you not only take on more responsibility,
Right.
but you also shift your focus from hands-on technical work to more strategic and leadership-oriented tasks.
Exactly.
And RoleCatcher, it even provides example profiles of people at different career stages,
Oh, wow.
which can be really helpful for visualizing what a typical career path might look like.
It's like getting a glimpse into the future.
Now, let's get back to those interview questions
Oh.
and tackle one that's all about your approach to problem solving, a recurrent theme in this field. How do you approach problem solving in roll and stock engineering?
It's another opportunity to showcase your analytical skills and your ability to think critically.
But this time, it's about demonstrating that you can find the most effective and feasible solutions.
You're right.
It's not just about coming up with any solution.
Right.
It's about showing that you can think strategically and consider all the factors involved.
Start by explaining how you define the problem.
Okay.
Do you gather data, consult with experts, analyze past incidents?
Then walk them through your process for developing solutions.
Right.
Do you brainstorm with colleagues, run simulations, seek out diverse perspectives?
And don't forget to talk about how you evaluate those solutions. Do you consider factors like safety, cost, feasibility?
Okay.
Use a real-life example
Okay.
to illustrate your approach. Describe a challenge and problem you faced in a previous role and walk them through the steps you took to resolve it.
Now,
Highlight the challenges you overcame, the decisions you made, and the ultimate outcome.
it's about showing that you're not afraid of complex problems.
Uh-huh.
You're actually energized by them.
Exactly.
Now, as we approach the final stage of our interview prep journey,
Yeah.
let's address a question that's often asked towards the end.
Okay.
How do you ensure rolling stock engineering projects are completed on time and within budget?
This one's all about showcasing your project management skills
Okay.
and your ability to deliver results.
It's a classic way for hiring managers to gauge whether you can handle the pressure and responsibility of leading complex projects.
Think about the systems you use to manage projects.
Okay.
Do you break down tasks into smaller, more manageable steps? Do you use software to track deadlines and progress? Do you hold regular meetings to keep everyone on the same page?
Maybe you're a fan of Gantt charts,
Right.
where you swear by your trusty project management app.
Whatever your methods are, be ready to explain them clearly.
Okay.
And as always, use a specific example from your experience.
Yeah.
Describe a project you successfully managed, highlighting the challenges you faced, the decisions you made,
Okay.
and the strategies you employed to keep things on track. Did
Yeah.
you have to negotiate with stakeholders? Did you have to make tough decisions about resource allocation? Show them that you can handle the pressure of a complex project
Okay.
and deliver results
Right.
both on time and within budget.
We've covered a lot of ground today, from technical skills to problem solving to leadership and project management, but we're not done yet. There are still a few more nuggets of wisdom to uncover before you step into that interview. All right, let's kick off this final part of our rolling stock engineer interview prep with a question that really gets to the heart of leadership. How do you manage and mentor junior engineers in rolling stock engineering?
This question, it's all about showcasing your ability to not just excel as an individual,
Right.
but to elevate those around you.
So think about how you approach guiding and supporting less experienced engineers.
Okay.
Do you believe in providing clear expectations and regular feedback? Do you foster open communication and create a safe space for them to ask questions?
Maybe you have a particular mentoring style that you can describe, like a sounding board for ideas or helping them break down complex problems into smaller, more manageable steps. Whatever your approach,
Right.
be ready to share it and illustrate it with real-life examples.
Exactly. Have you ever helped a junior engineer troubleshoot a technical challenge, provided training on a new software program, or maybe you advocated for them to take on a more challenging role
Okay.
that helped them stretch their skills and grow professionally? These are the kind of stories that really bring your mentor and experience to life.
And it shows potential employers that you're not just focused on your own success, but on building a strong and supportive team environment.
Absolutely.
Now, speaking of team environments,
The RoleCatcher Career Guide, it mentions that collaboration is key in rolling stock engineering.
right.
So they might ask, describe a time you had to work effectively as part of a team to achieve a common goal.
This is where you can showcase your interpersonal skills
Okay.
and your ability to contribute to a collective effort.
Yeah.
So choose an example that highlights your role within the team,
Okay.
the challenges you faced together, and how you successfully navigated those challenges to achieve a positive outcome.
Did you have to compromise? Delegate tasks effectively. Communicate clearly and openly with your team members. These are all important aspects of teamwork that interviewers are looking for.
Absolutely. And remember, it doesn't have to be a grand engineering feat.
Right.
Even a smaller project where you had to collaborate effectively can be a great example.
Okay.
If you focus on the dynamics of the team and your contribution to its success.
Right. It's all about showcasing your ability to work harmoniously with others towards a shared objective.
Absolutely.
And speaking of shared objectives, let's talk about something that's woven throughout all of these questions. And the RoleCatcher resources,
Okay.
continuous learning, the rail industry is constantly evolving
Right.
with new technologies emerging all the time.
It is.
So how do you stay ahead of the curve?
The RoleCatcher Career Guide, it offers some fantastic advice on this.
Okay.
It encourages you to actively engage with the industry by attending conferences and seminars, reading relevant publications,
Yeah.
and even following thought leaders and organizations on social media.
I'm also a big fan of participating in online forums and discussion groups.
Oh, yeah, those are great.
It's a great way to connect with other professionals, share knowledge,
Yeah.
and get diverse perspectives on the challenges facing the industry.
It really shows that you're not just passively consuming information,
Right.
but actively contributing to the collective knowledge base.
Exactly. It's about being a part of the conversation
Right.
and actively shaping the future of the field.
Now, before we bring this deep dive to a close,
Yeah.
let's circle back to RoleCatcher and its AI-powered tools.
Okay.
It's been a recurring theme throughout our discussion,
It has.
and for good reason.
Right.
These tools can be a real game changer when it comes to interview preparation and career advancement.
I agree.
RoleCatcher, it analyzes job descriptions to identify keywords and skills that are most relevant to specific roles.
Okay.
It can help you tailor your CV and cover letter to make sure you're highlighting the experiences and qualifications that are most likely to resonate with potential employers.
It's like having a personalized career coach and interview prep guru all rolled into one.
Exactly. It can even provide feedback on your practice answers.
Wow.
Suggesting ways to improve your phrasing and structure to make your responses more compelling and impactful.
It's an invaluable resource for anyone who's serious about landing their dream job in role and stock engineering.
Absolutely. So, as we wrap up this deep dive into the world of role and stock engineer interviews,
Okay.
what's the key takeaway you want to leave our listener with?
I think it's this. Success in this field, it isn't just about technical skills. It's about passion, continuous learning, and a commitment to safety and innovation.
Absolutely.
It's about being a team player who can lead, mentor, and inspire others.
And remember, RoleCatcher is an incredible resource for anyone who's embarking on this journey.
Yes, use those resources wisely.
Practice those interview questions.
And most importantly, let your enthusiasm and your passion for trains and engineering shine through.
The future of rail transportation is waiting to be shaped.
And who knows?
Maybe you will be the one designing the trains of tomorrow.